Here's the thing. While we've been convinced that electric vehicles have to cost as much as a small house to be any good, there's an entire segment of the market that's been quietly revolutionizing what's possible. These aren't stripped-down golf carts or plastic toy cars. No, these are legitimate vehicles with premium interiors, cutting-edge technology, and performance specs that would make your head spin. And the absolute wildest part? Most of them cost less than a used sedan from 5 years ago. So let me walk you through 5 electric vehicles that are completely rewriting the rulebook. And I promise you, by the time we get to number 5, you're going to be questioning why anyone would pay 3 or 4 times more for vehicles that offer less. Let's start with something that's basically a pocket rocket disguised as a city car. Picture this: a compact electric vehicle that can sprint from 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds. Yeah, you heard me correctly. 3 seconds. That's supercar territory. We're talking about acceleration that pins you back in your seat and makes passengers question whether they should have signed a waiver before getting in. But speed is just the beginning. The exterior design looks like it was sketched by someone who decided traditional cars were way too boring. Sharp lighting elements that cut through the darkness like laser beams. Door handles that disappear into the bodywork when you're not using them. And curves that look like they've been wind tunnel tested by aerospace engineers. This isn't trying to be cute or quirky. This thing has presence. Even sitting still in a parking lot, it looks like it's moving at highway speeds. Now slide into the driver's seat and prepare to have your mind blown. The centerpiece of the interior is this massive touchscreen display, but here's where it gets interesting. It doesn't just sit there like every other car screen. This one moves. I'm serious. It glides across the dashboard on electric rails, sliding over to your passenger when they want to control the entertainment, then smoothly returning to the driver's side when you need navigation. It's the kind of feature that seems almost unnecessary until you experience it, and then you can't imagine why every car doesn't have it. The materials throughout the cabin aren't the hard plastics you'd expect from an affordable car. Everything you touch feels premium. There's ambient lighting that creates this lounge atmosphere, and the digital interface responds so quickly and smoothly that other touchscreens suddenly feel outdated and sluggish. The seats have this Scandinavian-inspired stitching pattern with genuine leather that makes you wonder how they're keeping the cost down, and before you assume this is just a 2-seater that sacrifices practicality for style, think again. 4 full-sized adults can sit comfortably, and the trunk space is actually impressive. Fold those rear seats down and you've got enough room for a serious shopping haul or weekend luggage for the whole family. Under the floor, there's a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup pushing out around 430 horsepower. Let me put that in perspective. That's more power than many legitimate sports cars, all packed into something the size of a hatchback. And you get roughly 270 miles of range, which is plenty for daily driving and weekend adventures. The acceleration is instant, silent, and absolutely addictive. Safety features? Fully loaded. Lane assistance that actually works. Adaptive cruise control that maintains perfect following distance. Automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and a reinforced body structure that's earned top safety ratings. This isn't some corner-cutting budget build. The engineering is serious. Here's where your jaw's going to hit the floor. This entire package starts at around $19,000. Yes, you read that right. 19 grand for a 430 horsepower, tech-loaded, luxury-feeling electric vehicle. That's less than many people spend on a used economy car. It's the kind of pricing that makes you wonder if there's been some kind of mistake. But nope, that's the actual number. Moving on to number 4. And this one comes from a manufacturer known for building $70,000 luxury vehicles that compete with the best in the world. But they've done something unexpected. They've taken all that premium expertise and packed it into a small city car that still manages to feel more elegant than vehicles costing triple the price. Here's what's absolutely wild about this one. Instead of sitting at a charging station for 30 or 40 minutes, you can swap the entire battery in about 3 minutes. Think about that. You pull into a specialized station, the depleted battery slides out, a fresh one slides in, and you're back on the road before you could even finish a coffee. While everyone else is fighting over charging spots, you're already gone. The design is sleek and sophisticated, with these thin, expressive headlights that almost seem to communicate with you. It's got this European elegance vibe, like it was designed for narrow streets and tight parking spaces but without sacrificing any style points. Every angle looks intentional and premium. Even the wheels have this aggressive multi-spoke design that says this might be small, but it's definitely not cheap. Step inside, and your brain needs a moment to process what you're seeing. Because how does a compact city vehicle have an interior that feels like a $60,000 lounge? There's suede on the dashboard, ambient lighting that actually syncs with your music, and this massive central touchscreen paired with a minimalist digital gauge cluster. But here's the coolest part. There's this little AI assistant robot that sits on your dashboard. It's got round eyes, it turns to face you when you talk, and it actually responds with personality. You can tell it to adjust the temperature, heat your seats, control the lights, or even crack jokes when you're stuck in traffic. It's slightly creepy, but incredibly cool, like having a smart assistant that actually feels like it cares about your day. The technology continues with wireless phone charging, a 360-degree sound system that makes your favorite songs sound incredible, and smart parking assistance that makes tight spaces feel easy. Even the sound the doors make when you close them feels premium, like every detail was considered. Being a city car, it's compact and easy to maneuver, but surprisingly roomy inside. 4 adults fit comfortably, there's decent trunk space and storage compartments throughout. You can choose between single or dual motor configurations with around 186 miles of range. But that battery swap technology is the real game changer. It's like having unlimited range with convenience that beats even the fastest charging stations. Safety is comprehensive. Lane keeping, collision avoidance, driver monitoring, blind spot detection, and a structure built to rigorous crash standards. It's safe, intelligent, and ridiculously stylish. With their battery subscription service, you can get into this vehicle for as low as $11,000. Even buying it outright is only around $17,000. That's less than a base economy sedan, but this has a robot living inside and technology that feels decades ahead. Number 3 is a car that's been causing serious concern among major automakers because it's hitting their sales where it hurts. Don't let the friendly name fool you. This little vehicle has been absolutely dominating sales charts, and once you understand the pricing, you'll see why traditional manufacturers are worried. The design is sharp and bold, with aggressive lighting that gives it serious road presence despite the compact size. It's got confidence. From the side profile, it's small but assertive, like it knows exactly what it is and doesn't apologize for it. The kind of design that makes people take a second look at stoplights. Pop the door open and you'll immediately think, wait, this is under $10,000? The cabin is clean and modern with a floating touchscreen, digital driver display, and a sporty 2-spoke steering wheel. The seats look like they belong in a concept car. The materials are simple but well finished, with tight panel gaps and a premium feel that exceeds anything comparable in traditional markets at this price point. The technology lineup is impressive. Full smartphone integration, climate control, 360-degree cameras, and even over-the-air software updates. There's wireless phone charging in a car that costs under $10,000. Just let that sink in for a moment. You can choose between 2 battery sizes. The larger option gives you about 250 miles of range, and it uses the same advanced blade battery technology found in vehicles costing 3 times as much. This isn't some risky cheap battery. It's proven, safe, and long-lasting. Fast charging gets you from 30 to 80% in around 30 minutes. Grab lunch and you're good to go. The starting price? $9,700, topping out around $12,000 for the long-range version. That's less than the delivery fees on some premium vehicles. For this money, you're getting a stylish, high-tech electric car that costs less than what most people spend on gas in 2 years. Number 2 is a vehicle. That looks like a toy from the outside but feels like a tech executive's daily driver once you're inside. This is one of the most underrated electric city cars out there, quietly outperforming vehicles 3 times its price without any hype or flashy marketing. Just pure intelligent design. This isn't some bare-bones, stripped-down vehicle pretending to be a car. It's got a full digital cockpit, app connectivity, and even adaptive cruise control on higher trims. The exterior is small but stylish, with rounded edges, smooth lines, and a wide stance. It's approachable and friendly, but undeniably cool, like a modern interpretation of classic compact design. The LED headlights have this premium glass-like quality. The proportions are perfect for dense urban environments. Short nose, tall cabin, compact footprint, and somehow it doesn't look cheap. It looks honestly adorable yet confident. The kind of car that pulls up next to you and makes you smile before it silently accelerates away from the stoplight. The interior is where this vehicle really impresses. There's a floating 10-inch touchscreen in the center that's bright, responsive, and packed with features including remote car control through your phone. Then there's the digital driver display, which is rare at this price point. Soft touch materials, detailed stitching, proper cup holders, and seats that actually support you instead of torturing your back. Features include keyless entry, voice control, and smartphone functions like pre-cooling the car before you even get in during summer. Most traditional vehicles at this price don't even have functioning wireless connectivity, let alone these kinds of convenience features. Despite being compact, it's surprisingly spacious. 4 adults can sit comfortably for city commutes, and the rear seats fold down for storage. Grocery runs, gym bags, small luggage, no problem. It's like a magic bag that holds way more than it should. The powertrain is pure electric with front-wheel drive and a single motor. Power ranges from 55 to 80 kilowatts, depending on the trim, and the top specification gives you the full 250 miles of range thanks to an advanced battery pack. Fast charging from 30 to 80% takes about 30 minutes. Literally a coffee break. The driving experience delivers instant torque and silent acceleration. It's peppy, responsive, and surprisingly refined. Perfect for navigating traffic or quietly showing up gas-powered cars at red lights. Safety includes multiple airbags, stability control, anti-lock brakes, and advanced driver assistance with lane keeping and forward collision warnings. The chassis is reinforced with high-strength steel. It's built like a compact tank with a tech-forward brain. The base price starts at around $8,200. $8,000 for a complete electric vehicle with 250 miles of range. Even the long-range version with all the premium features stays under $10,000. You could literally buy one of these and take an international vacation and still spend less than a mid-range traditional electric vehicle. And now, number 1. The grand finale that's going to make you question everything about vehicle pricing. While most manufacturers are creating oversized crossovers that barely fit in parking spots, this is a miniature luxury pod that looks cartoonish but feels like a spa on wheels. This proves that size means absolutely nothing when the design team clearly had inspiration and determination. This vehicle is small, but it's also incredibly stylish, remarkably comfortable, and so inexpensive you'll genuinely wonder if there's been a pricing error. The design looks like animated movie characters came to life. It's got big round LED lighting elements, an almost smiling front face, and body-colored panels that make it look straight out of an animated film. But the execution is flawless. Glossy paint finishes, perfect panel gaps, tight fitment. It looks like a tech company would build if they decided to make cars. It's tiny, under 11 feet long, but it commands attention. You could fit 3 of these in a single full-size truck parking space, and honestly, all 3 would look cooler. Open the door and your expectations get shattered because how does a $6,000 car look this premium? There's a dual-screen setup, one for driving information and another for entertainment. The center screen runs a complete operating system with connectivity, navigation, and voice control. The color scheme is playful yet classy, with pastels, creams, and soft fabrics. The seats are thick and plush, and the materials feel far better than they have any right to at this price point. Features include a rear camera, air conditioning, and keyless starting. This is budget done beautifully, proving that affordable doesn't have to mean cheap feeling. Don't expect drag racing performance. This one's built for calm city cruising. It comes with 2 motor options, offering either 96 miles of range or up to 187 miles with the bigger battery pack. You can charge from 30 to 80% in about 30 minutes on fast charging. Perfect for quick stops. It's quiet, nimble, and surprisingly solid on the road. No rattles or weird vibrations. It feels properly engineered, not like some budget shortcut. You'd think at this price they'd skip safety, but they didn't. Dual airbags, tire pressure monitoring, anti-lock brakes, electronic brake distribution, and even low-speed collision alerts. It's built under strict safety standards, so yes, it's more than just a toy. The pricing is genuinely shocking. The base model is around $6,000. The top trim with the larger battery is just over $8,000. Let that sink in. For less than what most people spend on a used vehicle's maintenance over a few years, you get a fully electric, touchscreen-equipped, city-ready vehicle that looks like it belongs in a fashion advertisement. Closing. So here's what all this means. The electric vehicle market is changing faster than most people realize, and these 5 vehicles prove that quality, technology, and affordability don't have to be mutually exclusive. We're talking about cars with acceleration that rivals sports cars, interiors that compete with luxury brands, and price tags that make traditional vehicles look overpriced. The question isn't whether these represent the future. They're already here, already selling in massive numbers, and already forcing the entire automotive industry to rethink what's possible. The real question is what happens when vehicles like these become available globally. How do traditional manufacturers compete when someone can buy a fully loaded electric vehicle with premium features for less than a decade-old used car? If these 5 vehicles showed up in your city tomorrow, which one would you choose? The rocket-fast performer with the sliding screen and 430 horsepower? The elegant city car with the 3-minute battery swap and AI assistant? The aggressive sales leader with blade battery technology and wireless charging? The underrated tech champion with the full digital cockpit and app connectivity? Or the adorable luxury pod that costs less than most people's monthly expenses? Drop your answer in the comments because I'm genuinely curious which one resonates most with you. And if you found this video valuable, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future content. The automotive world is changing rapidly, and staying informed means understanding not just what's happening now, but what's coming next. These 5 vehicles aren't just interesting footnotes in automotive history. They might just be the beginning of a complete market transformation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.